Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to another video from me by Hunter. Before I get this started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so always be in the loop when the next video comes up. I'm still trying to do that first, well, the 2D game I was working on. If you realized my stream just stopped yesterday, yeah, I've got MSI Afterburner, and I realized now the old game actually causes my PC to restart, immediately restart. So that's what I meant about the first time making a lot of bad choices, but okay. So before I get started, I want to show you something real quickly. This is done by 10-minute gameplay. I'm actually going to leave this in the comments, well, in the description. So if you don't know what the game is, this is called MegaMan. If you want to go check out his channel, please do so. So what I've got here in Blender is MegaMan. There you go. This is, well, let's see where I got this. There you go. That's the wrong one. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay money for that. There's the right one. There we go. This one is by MegaMan X7 X model, and this is MegaMan X 1900. So credits goes to him. I did not make this myself because why? I was too lazy. I could have done this. I mean, seriously. But why? If I can give somebody else credits for making something, I can do that. And this is just for a YouTube video, so yeah. So you can go get this model. Link will be in the description as well, so be sure to give him some love. Okay, so let's hop into what we're going to be needing. If you watch the video closely, you are looking at him from maybe this angle, and just to make sure, maybe a little further away, something like that. So you're not really going to realize, okay, so he's actually a 2D character, but also not going to realize he's a 3D character. We are going to do a little bit more so we can actually, yeah, make him look a little bit more 2D. That's going to be pretty easy to do, but level design, that's going to be another problem. So first of all, when you download the model, you're going to see something like this. See that? He's got both of his arms open, so I actually just deleted the hand and added in his cannon. You know, just edited this. I just edited it so it actually has the cannon. So that's just pretty easy to do. You just extrude and scale. That's it. And also you can see it's a very blocky character. That's because if you turn into edit mode for the character, everything is set to sharp. So they just control E and mark sharp. When you download the model, it's going to come out with the FBX with the armature, and that won't import to this version of Blender. So you have to import the OBJ file. That's without the armature. That actually sucks. Alright, so we are going to rig this guy, animate him, and make a game out of it. So when you import this, everything is going to be separate. Everything. So you're just gonna hit A twice and then select something like the body and just hit Control J to make sure it's joined together. So before I get started, let's just turn on my screencast key so you can see what I'm pressing, because we are going to make quick armature for this guy. You don't need a super high, high quality armature, but the arms, that's what I want to talk to you about. Actually, just do this P and selection, There's a reason for this. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this one and it be in selection. So you're gonna have two arms. Let me just turn this off. Two arms on this side, and you want this arm to be on that side. You might actually know figure out why. If you didn't figure it out just yet, I'll forgive you for that. Basically, you need the two arms. The first arm is going to be for when he runs. The next arm is going to be when he shoots. So you're gonna have to switch between the arms so he actually doesn't have that hand. Instead, he's going to have the hand cannon. So basically, you can just edit the arm and maybe just remove the hand cannon on the one and remove the hand on the other one. But it's going to be easier to do it like this. Okay, so now you got your two arms on that side, one arm on that side, and the body. Remember, it's only that side that I actually have separate. Only this side. He's already in a T-pose, so we can do that. Shift C and just dot on your keyboard to make sure. And also I've got a little light there. I'm just gonna go to this view. Before I do anything, let me just hide this arm. Okay, so that's your Shift C. But if I Shift C like that, it's just going to pop them out. So I just do Shift S because it's selected. Right, so I'm gonna do a Shift A. I'm gonna make an armature. I'm gonna rename the armature as Mega X. So that's MegaMan X. Alright, so go to your armature tab, make sure you're on this tab, make sure you tick in front, just like that. Tab in edit mode for the armature and just move it up. So just try to line everything up. So if you look at the model itself, you tab into edit mode and I hit L, we'll see this is separate. Most of the stuff is separate. So you are going to need to figure out, okay, so which one is going to be used for what. So armature wise, you're gonna need these two with the armature connected to that. Oh, so that's that bone. So we are going to need bone groups. So how many groups do we need? Let's see. If I'll select this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So maybe 11, 12, 13, 14 bone groups on the character. Gonna make sense in a bit, but before we do that, we need to get the armature to actually line up with whatever we're going to parent it with. So make sure you're in edit mode for this now and line this up properly with the head. Remember I said properly. Then you're gonna select the whole bone, Control E. If Control E doesn't work, you can just search. So for me it's spacebar, it might be F3 for you guys. So yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna go divide. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how many bones I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So it's 3 subdivisions. Now tab into edit mode, line this up. There we go. So now you got your head. I'm gonna rename this as head. Why? Oh my. Yeah, okay, that's better. Head, upper, body, low, yeah, lower. Yeah, I think that should be alright. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna lower body, and this one is going to be root. I'm just gonna have to line this up a little bit better. Just like that. I'm gonna take this bone so it doesn't mess with any IK you are going to need for this. That should be good, just to give it a little bit of a curve. You can see we need a little curve. We are not gonna do a super advanced IK system for this guy because I should explain this. You don't want your armature to take up all of your RAM. So I think the only IK you're gonna need is maybe the legs, and you can have FK on the arms. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. Okay, so let's just go back into this view. I'm gonna select this one bone, Shift D. Make sure you don't do something like this. Make sure it's straight. The only thing you're gonna need to move is this, so you can actually have a little bit of IK with this. The reason I say IK with this is if you control tab into this and you go to item, well actually tool, things out a little bit. So if you go to tool, you can have auto IK. See that? I don't have IK, but you have auto IK. That's gonna help you with animating the arms a little easier. Not a lot easier because there's no pole targets or anything, but for the legs we are going to have that. So for this bone, there's going to be arm, yeah, arm 1 and arm 2. Come on, man, what's wrong with my keyboard? Okay, so just gonna tab out of that, control tab out of that. Okay, make sure this arm is connected to this bone. Control P and keep offset. Did you see how it changed? So it's going to do something you would call the shoulder bone, but we are going to do empty groups on this, and we are going to parent the groups to the corresponding bones, if that makes any sense. Now I'm going to do the same with the leg. So duplicate this bone, Shift D, put into place, Control M, and just hold in your middle mouse button and drag up. Just move this. And I'm just gonna make sure this is lined up with the leg, and then move it all the way down. Subdivide. I'm gonna need one more bone there, so I'm gonna do two subdivisions. The reason for two subdivisions, for one, I'm gonna have to do this normal, so I can actually move that up. This one, move it down. Come on. And then select this bone, this last one, and press Alt P and clear parent. We don't want a parent on this bone. Alright, go to side view. Select this part of the bone, just move it forward. So we are going to use this bone as the IK bone. So you don't really need an IK bone, per se. You can just use one of the bones you have already selected. but you are going to need one of these. I'll be clear parent. That's good. Now I'm going to hit A twice, Control N and global X axis. Just like that. So it rotates all of your bones on the global X. You're going to have to rename this. Instead of root, it's going to be leg 1 and leg 2 and foot. And this is going to be leg pole. Now, like I said, I'm not going to use IK on these. I can use IK, but then I'm going to have to make another bone. So if you really wanted to, you can do that. So maybe I should do that. I actually have an idea. I do have an idea. This could work. I'll be clear parent. Yeah, it should work. Should work. So we can actually use some IK on this. Why not? Easier to do it like that instead of trying to do everything separate. Okay. So now you got these. We are going to use these as the IK bones, and it's also going to be a deform bone. It should work. Okay, before I symmetrize this whole thing, I'm actually going to give these IK targets. So I'm going to select the hand, select this one, Control Shift C in the schematics. Make sure you give it a pole target of 2. Well, chain length of 2, not a pole target. So if I do this, it should still work. Now if I move it back, you can see the IK is still good, but we need something to actually tell it, okay, you're supposed to use that. So you're going to look for pole, and that's going to be arm pole. I think this will be, the pole angle will be 90. Okay, negative 90. So I'm just gonna do this. So it aims directly at that bone. Okay. Alt G. Now I'm gonna do the same for this one. Control Shift C in the schematics. Give it the pole target. Leg pole. And it seems like it's actually hitting right. So in edit mode, I'm gonna parent that to that. Keep offset. So I can actually see what's going on. It actually does look like it's landing a little bit. Not really. Maybe it is. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Alt G. Okay, so now we got an armature that's basically ready to go. But we need to parent this. So Control P. Make sure you got this one and then this one. Control P. Keep offset. Wait a minute. Why are you doing that? Alt R. That's weird. Why is that happening? Oh, I didn't give him the chain length. That made sense. That makes sense, GZ. Now it should show you. No, it still works. Okay, so now you got everything basically ready to go. GZ. There you go. You can see everything is going up and down. Everything works. I'm going to select these bones and parent it to that same bone. Control P and keep offset. So when I do this, yeah, you will see why. Excuse me. Oh boy, that was embarrassing. Okay, I might do that for the feet. I might not do it for the. Yeah, I can actually do that for the feet because we are going to need another root bone. So I'm just going to do Shift A, tap into edit mode, Shift A, RX90, go into side view, and Shift A selection to cursor. Move it back. And this one we are going to call main root. Just like that. So basically what you want this bone to be is, let me just do it like this. So select this bone, then select this bone, Control P and keep offset. So if I use this bone, I can move everything left and right, up and down, whatever. Now I can actually go ahead and take the feet, just the feet, or the foot, and do keep offset. This is not going to be a deformed bone, so turn off deform, but the rest are going to be deformed bones. So now I can actually do this, giving you the choice of actually, you see what I mean about this. So you will be able to jump and whatever using this bone, rotate, whatever. Okay, so now you got everything renamed. That's why I say rename it and do the IK first. So your IK is done. I'm gonna hit A twice, tab out of this out, and make sure when you do this, these are not going to be deformed bones. I'm gonna select both of these, hold in your Alt key, hold it in, and click on deform. So it's gonna take deform away for both of these bones. See that? So just to make sure they are not deformed bones, because we are going to use empty groups. So anything that has deform is going to tell you, okay, dude, you got more groups than, you got the root bone, and what. You don't want that. Okay, tab into edit mode again. Select everything, go to armature, right there, armature, names, left to right, rotor name, left to right, then armature, symmetrize, and there you go. Everything works. Okay, now this is where it's gonna get a little bit more tedious, because remember, we don't have this one, so we're gonna have to parent this to these bones. So I'm gonna select this and then select this and then select the armature and then Control P, and then with empty groups. So the armature is not going to deform the character just yet, because we are going to assign groups. So remember, you got upper body, you have to remember your groups. So tab into edit mode, select the upper body, this one. You're going to go to this tab right there, you're going to search for upper body. Unfortunately, there's no search bar for this. I don't know if the new Blender has this, but we're doing a game character, so upper body, there you go. you're going to hit assign. So if I tab out of edit mode, you will see the upper body follows along. Then I need lower body. And lower body, yeah. So this whole thing is going to be lower body. Assign. So now if I do this, I can rotate. Now you're gonna see there's a little bit of a issue going on when you rotate this. See that? Alright, I'm gonna show you how to fix that, because you want this to actually deform a little bit more on this, you know, on those parts. So I'm gonna tab out of edit mode. I'm gonna tab into edit mode for this. Then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna select that loop, that old loop. Actually, no, not that one. Beside that, I want this old loop. Okay. So when you got that loop selected, you're going to go into select the armature first, then Control Tab. That's going to put you into weight paint. Make sure you got this selected, and we'll see upper body. Something is not right. The upper body. Make sure you turn this on, and you're just going to weight paint over that. So it should now be able to tell it, okay dude, you're gonna have to run with me. So I'm just gonna give it complete red. And select this bone. Because it's in red, you're gonna have to remove those from that group. So make sure you got that selected and just remove it. One selected. Supposed to be this bone. So I don't know why I actually have to, you know, you cannot just select a bone and, you know. And I think that should be good. Looks like it's doing a good job. I'm gonna have to do exactly the same for these, as you can see. But before I do anything, yeah, I'm gonna just show you. Okay, so remember this is upper body. Well, actually lower body, sorry. I'm gonna tab into edit mode and just select this and just hide that. Select these, this whole loop. Hit tab, select that, and just remove that completely. Make sure it's removed completely, so it's completely blue. Okay, that should be good. And I'm gonna select this bone down here because I want him to actually have a little bit more control over that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just in weight paint, I'm gonna go ahead and from subtract, I'm gonna go add. And make sure it's in the red. I know this is a rigging tutorial, but weight painting is part of rigging. Okay, so now Alt H, Control Tab. I'm just gonna go to object mode, Control Tab. So right now you should see something like that happening. Cool. Okay, so now this is going to be the root. So that's going to be the main root bone. Step into edit mode, select these loops. Come on. These ones. You might actually want to use these as well. Maybe tab into edit mode and just remove these loops. So these ones, you are going to assign these to the main root. Alright. Okay, so I've got root selected. So now it's going to start moving up and down like that. And you can see everything looks like it actually works properly. Okay, cool. But remember, we still have these to think about. But I'm going to go for the legs. So tab into edit mode. Now, if I go into edit mode for these, remember, I only want to select these. So to do that, I'm going to make sure I select, okay, I'm going to take these and just hide them real quickly. Come on. I just want these out of the way so I can actually see what I'm doing. So I want these loops. I'm going to press Ctrl plus. And only these bones. This is going to be the upper leg. So that's going to be upper leg right. So this is where it gets a little bit more tedious. You are going to have to do this left to right. So I'm going to look for upper leg or leg 1. And this is leg 1.l. I'm going to assign that. See what it does. I've got myself. Let's see. That's just wrong. Okay, best way to fix stuff like this, and also the foot is old. Oh, I turned it out. How is that possible? Okay. So I'm just going to move these to the side so actually you can see. Okay, so this is what's happening now. So with the leg, it's going to have a little bit more control over that. So I'm going to Control tab into edit mode, click this loop. You can see it's not connected. So I'm going to turn this on. Make sure I do it on both sides. So I'm going to connect those. See, now it actually works a little better. I said a little better. Remember, we're still going to need a little bit more control over how this actually stretches. So again, tab into edit mode, select these loops right there. Okay, so that's, oh yeah, and make sure you remove the triangles from this mesh. But that's common sense. Okay, so these loops. So I'm going to go to weight pane for this. So Control tab, select this bone. Come on. Select the armature, select the model, and white paint. Okay. And then just add those in. I did make a mistake by not turning this on, otherwise it would be a lot easier to do. So I can maybe get this to work. So Control Tab, Object Mode. I remember Control Tab and Alt G. Now it should actually look better. I'm not sure how the hell this is possible. Just immediately went to the pit. I don't mind, but this was empty groups and I didn't even have to assign those groups. Whatever. Okay, so now we need to do exactly the same for these. So Control Tab, Alt H, Alt H, you son of a bitch. I'm going to select these loops. These are going to be leg L.2, leg 2.L, whatever. So just make sure you tab into edit mode and assign that. So when you actually try to, why did I do that now? No. Okay, anyway, what I was trying to do is turn this off. I just deselected that armature. Let's see, this works now. Now I'm going to show you a quick trick. I said a quick trick. If you actually have a model like this, that's actually completely, well, except for the arm, but if you tab out of edit mode and you select these bones, well, these legs, you can see it is actually mirroring, but I don't want that. So I can select everything from the fur to whatever I need, so I can just delete that. X vertices, so Control L, make sure you select everything. X vertices, you can even do edges if you wanted to. Control L, X vertices, X vertices. So now you actually have this leg, which is good. It's good. Go into front view, tab into wireframe, and just start box selecting everything else you need, because we are going to remove this from the main model for now. So hit P and selection. Click this bone, go ahead and go to armature. Well, not armature, the modifiers tab. You're gonna see it's got one armature already. I don't need that. I'm gonna add a modifier, and I'm gonna add a mirror modifier. So I can do this. Control tab. Move this. You're gonna see it's gonna try and move with that. Don't worry about that. You just need to move this above. And there you go. Wow. What do you know? Okay, Control tab. Tab into edit mode and Control J. Now, joining something like that, you are going to have to apply the mirror modifier, otherwise it's not going to work. I forgot. So you can just do this, Control J, and that should be it. So if you get a problem, okay, dude, I forgot to turn on the, you see what I mean. Okay, so now it's for the arms. Now the arms, like I said, is going to be a little bit more tedious, because the one arm is actually disconnected and we have two arms on the right side. So having two arms on the right side, we are going to do exactly the same that you have on the left side, which is actually going to make a little bit more sense if you... No. Okay, this might actually make a little bit more sense. We actually just select these. The selection, Alt H, Control B. I'm gonna do with automatic weights. So see what happens when I try to move these around. Control Tab. Should only be moving. Yeah, that's good. But is it actually good? No weird movements, no weird stretching. Side. No weird movements, no weird stretching. Okay, there is a little bit weird stretching, but it's not like you're gonna do that. Okay, so that's good. So we got him actually parented. But with the head, yeah, that's another story. Okay, so tab inserted mode. Select the head. And remember, I'm using vertices. Okay, so that's going to be part of, well, that's going to be parent of the head. So that's going to be, oh, where is it? I think I can do that by just selecting the head and then head. There we go. So assign that. All right. Tab. Select these loops. These are going for the upper body. Okay, so that's an issue. So you can fix that by just looking at where the head is. Tab inserted mode. Hit A. Look for the head bone. Head, and just remove that completely. Cool. Can I ever do the same for this one? So now that should be good. So we got a fully rigged character. Awesome. Everything moves like it should. And let me just move this. Right, so you know what I just realized? I don't have any music playing for you guys. Okay, so now you got a fully rigged character. Perfect. Now it's where we start animating. Now, what I was talking about using the same arm on both sides, you are going to switch between this and this a lot. So when he shoots, he's going to go for that arm. When he just runs, he's going to go to that arm. So when you press W, it's gonna switch to this arm until you actually hit the shoot button, and then he just goes to this arm. I hope that makes any sense. What I actually thought about is actually just removing. No, that's not gonna work. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So animating. Now, if you actually watch the animation like before, this is why we have reference. This is why I actually watch these type of gameplays. Not for the gameplay itself, to see, okay, the way he actually moves. Look at that. Look at the way he shoots. So he's basically moving forward a lot. He's hanging forward. I don't know how to explain this. The way he's actually moving. You see that it can stop. You can see his whole body is actually. Now how should I explain this? He's actually rotated forward like this while he's running. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my timeline. Well, actually my dope sheet. So I think 30 frames should be good enough, but maybe let's try and do this on 50 frames. Maybe we are going to need to go to your timeline. Let's try 50 frames for now. Make sure you start at frame 1. Turn this on. We start with a running animation. So it's aiming forward, instead it's aiming upwards. That actually looks like a Naruto run. Funny as hell. Oh, and also I think I need these. No, I'm not going to make those again. Actually, let's just do that. Oh, screw you. Okay. Now seriously, MegaMan was my childhood hero. He was like the awesome guy for me until Goku came around. And Goku became my super favorite. Okay, so anyway. Oh, and the hands. fans. We don't want them to actually stay, stationary as they are actually. It's gonna get cool. It'll fucking fly me. Okay, so I'm gonna scrub to, well, actually do this first. Select frame 1, select everything, and hit I to insert the whole animation. Your keying should be location, rotation, and scale. The scaling might actually work for some of the stuff. Let's just use rotation and location. Go to the summary because you already have the scale. Now everything's gonna have the scale. No, that's right. Gonna go to side view. As you can see, I'm gonna have to move them down a little bit. Line these up with the ground. Easy. There we go. What a nice in my bloody animation. Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Not showing the animation, that's not a good thing. I'll go to dot speed, let's see what happens when I'm on dot speed. I hate it when Blender just fucks up like this. Because now you don't see your bloody animation. But the animation is shown here. So why doesn't it show up here? That's why. Oh man. I keep forgetting you can actually do this. I don't know why they have this. Anyway, so whatever, screw you, Blender. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the frame 50. I'm gonna select everything on my rig. Make sure I select this whole thing and just duplicate it to frame 50. Then I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna do Control C, copy pose. Actually, yeah. Control Shift V. Actually, only with the feet and the arms. Come on. Control C. Control Shift V. So now it should actually see that. So now you're gonna have to see. Okay, so you are on frame 50. So about on frame 12, frame 40 maybe. Got to the center. Frame 12 would be good for the possum pose. Now I'm gonna go to side view. I'm gonna Alt G on the feet. Alt G, Alt R. Make sure they're completely. I'm gonna GZ on this a little bit, or Alt G. Maybe just bring it down a little bit. Go to side view and look at which leg comes back. This foot. So basically what you want to do with this foot when it comes down, about on frame 8 or 7, you're going to do Alt R because it's slapping down that foot. You're actually going to GZ and just move it down a little bit so the foot is on the ground. So he's going to put his foot down. So maybe get that rotation in, Control C, and about there, Control V. Let's go through it. Piss off. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. So it puts the foot down, and for some reason it goes through the bloody floor. This is not supposed to happen. But okay. So I'm just gonna select these. Look at where it actually goes through the floor. Just a little bit of that should be good. I'm gonna select everything. So basically this foot is going to go up, because remember the foot that comes back, this foot, when it goes back, the other foot is going to be on in the air. So this foot, that should be in the air. GZ, because it's getting ready to. So basically it's just going to go whoop, see that? Alright. So now I'm gonna select both of these feet and the arms, well the leg, the hands. Alright, make sure you Control C on that. Copy pose. I'm gonna select these animations, these ones. I'm gonna go to frame, Control Shift V, and it should actually. No, it's not working. Okay, just Control C on these frames and then Control Shift V. That just mirrors the whole animation. I'm just not sure what this one is. I think it's this one. So that's 40 frames. So I'm gonna go to my timeline. Set this 40. Now this one. I'm gonna delete those keyframes for this. So when it's in the running animation, it's gonna go down. When it comes up, when you get to the passing pose, it's gonna go GZ. Just a little bit. Then I'm just gonna do that exactly the same on this side. Alright, get the wait a minute. Yeah, this one. Now I need to scrub to the center. Okay, where is my center animation? It's gonna be on frame 20. It's actually supposed to be this one, but there may be 40 frames, so these are mostly gonna have to move back a little bit to frame 20. Then you're gonna have a little bit of a delay, which is not right. It's not right. There we go, that's a lot better. Now just to give it a little bit more pizzazz, Now the only thing we need to do now is press T on your keyboard, Tango, T. We're gonna make this linear. So it should loop without actually, you know, messing around with the animation. So just running animation. Now if you feel okay, so for me I feel like this leg is not up high enough. So I can just do that. Frame 20, well actually the next leg stretch, do the same, then just duplicate this on both feet. And I'm not even a pro animator, I'm just basically fucking around. You can say that. I'm just looking at the animation to see if there's any place I can actually fix something. Oh man, I'm sorry about this. Because it still doesn't look perfect. You can see the way, actually, look at the arms, especially the arm. It's looping, the loop looks good, but it's going whoop, 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 whoop. You see that? So I'm trying to see where I can fix a little bit of this. Yeah, I know. Let's try to use these as circular. I'm gonna use this as linear. No, that doesn't work. Let's do this one just for ease. Try Bezier. Not too bad. Okay, so you are going to have to push down on this animation. So this is going to be X run. We already renamed that as X run. When you push down on this animation and you do Shift D, you can have another one. It's going to be X run 001. You cannot rename this part. You cannot rename that. But you can rename it on this side. So you're going to be run gun. Just like that. So you're still going to run. Still going to do the running animation. And apparently has a pose on 0. Looks cool. It's actually good. Alright, so with a run and gun, remember on the right side we have 2 arms. So I'm just gonna hide this arm, because I want this one visible right now. So I'm gonna tab into edit mode. Go to your logic brick editor and not logic brick guild. Dope sheet. You're gonna hit A twice and you should be able to see the whole animation. If not, go to timeline. Let's see timeline. Oh no. We are going to have to go to your non-linear and tap into edit mode for that. Then you can go to your, come on, your dope sheet. Come on, give me the dope sheet. Okay, so now you got the whole animation going on. But you don't want these to be animated yet. You don't want these to be animated. So I'm gonna hit H twice and just delete those keyframes. So he's gonna do the Naruto run. Now when he's running and gunning or shooting, I'm gonna go to side view. Let's move this forward a little forward first. Top view. So that is something I do not want to see. So basically what's happening there, every time his body goes forward like this forward movement. I don't need that. I'm just gonna remove these, delete keyframes. And I'm gonna do the same for the bottom part. and maybe the head. Because now his focus is ready to shoot. I'm gonna bring that forward, bring this in because it's actually grabbing. And there you go, you got a run and gun animation ready to go. So there's your run and gun. Cool. Let's X run. I'm gonna do this. X. Oh yeah, the reason I call it X run is because in the game it's actually called X. I'm just gonna rename this as X as well, just to keep it consistent. Okay. Now basically I've got everything going now. Now I'm gonna need a new animation. That's just going to be the idle. And maybe the dash. The idle, dash, and jump. Now the dash animation, everything like the idle. Okay, I'm gonna show this. So, not timeline, dope sheet. Make new animation. Well, you're gonna call this idle. Plus the idle plus what do I want first? Jump. And then another plus and dash. So first of all I'm gonna do the idle animation. Might actually bring this up a little bit on the timeline. Just for now, let's just put it on 100 frames just for now, because we are going to need like a 30 frame idle animation. So I'm gonna Alt G, Alt R, and just bring this all the way to frame 1. G, well actually frame 1 please. GG. Just bring them down a little bit. Bring this leg back. Bring this leg forward a little bit. Rotate downwards. So 30 frames, gonna take everything and insert that. Make sure you insert the same on this side. Then on frame 15, I just want him to go down. Easy. Just a little bit. When he goes down, the arms are gonna go up. It might do something like this. Actually, the head should already be looking forward a little bit. Startle. It may be a little much. Okay, so this animation might work better on 60 frames. Let's try that. 60, not 90. 60. There we go. Yeah, it looks good. Alright, for the dash animation, remember we got the jump and then the dash. So we're going to have to go from 60. I'm going to start this at 60 and end it at 63. So that's basically all you're going to need. Well, actually not 60, I'm gonna go 61, 64. Control tab, insert everything. Now for this, we still have that thing enabled right there, so we can just go ahead, look at the dope sheet. Now remember, you got the jump like that. So but all you're gonna need to do with the jump is basically just GZ. We'll actually just select these in Alt G first. So GZ. Well, actually Alt G with this. So you're gonna basically loop between these these. So on this frame, all you're gonna need to do is GZ, GZ, so it's just going to be like a auto jump before it actually hits the ground. Now I'm gonna go to frame 65. And I'm gonna go frame, let's try frame 67. Control G, Alt R, rotate the whole bloody thing, except for this one. See what I'm trying to achieve here? Come on, GY, piece of shit. Do some subtle changes. So you got everything. So remember 67. You're gonna have to remember where you got these put in. So and this frame right there, where it actually goes down, you got the idle, then it's got the dump, which is actually giving a rotation on basically everything. So my air idle just got messed up. And there we go. You got an animation, well, a lot of animations on one animation. So that's going to help you a lot. So now you got basically everything you need. Run, gun, idle, jump, dash. I think that should be good. Now I'm thinking if I'm gonna do this on a 2D level or maybe a 3D level. Well, it is a 3D character. We can actually use this as a 3D character. You can see that, and you know. But now we've got our animations running, so we should be good on what's happening here. I mean, quickly. We got two running animations, we got an idle animation, we got a dash animation, we got a jump animation. Now I know Blender doesn't really like you using same animations on layer, but we are gonna find a way past that by using properties. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this part of the video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Make sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you're always in the loop for when the next video comes out. Make sure to go download this model because we are going to make a game from this. So it's going to be a fan-based game. Now I'm sorry I'm not doing more on that 2D game platform thing. Yeah, I was gonna do this with a MegaMan, but now I just changed my mind because it's a 3D character and the animations are running pretty smooth, and I'm just so excited. So everything is going to be in the link down below. I cannot give you away this character. It's not mine to give away. But like I said, the link will be in the description. So go download this. It's not a really large model, so you can just use a few megabytes of data. I'm curious. And try to mimic the armature as much as possible, because we are going to be using this armature to control the character. So if you have an armature like this, you should be good. If you didn't understand anything, just leave a comment down below. I will answer as soon as I see the comment. I usually just check the comment and I immediately like it and give it a little heart, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so I do actually communicate with you guys. Everybody who subscribes to me, I subscribe to you, so make sure you do that. But other than that, I think we should be good on animation. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the video now. I'm just thinking on what can I actually do with this, because this is MegaMan. Come on, man, who doesn't like MegaMan? If you don't know MegaMan, go get the PS1 emulator. I might actually do a video for you on that. So after this one is uploaded, I'm actually going to get MegaMan X4 on the PS1 ductation. You can actually get ductation on your Android device as well. So, but I will get MegaMan and I'll give you a little bit of gameplay so you can see what MegaMan is all about, and then we can go from there. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, have a wonderful day.